Hi friends. This is again Tomalika Chakraborty. It is basically today this particular video I am doing for all the students, all the UG and undergraduate and postgraduate students who are doing their projects and intend to publish their work in reputed journals. It is also for the faculty members, but faculty members are well acquainted because of various kinds of workshops and FDPs they have done on research publication. So it is very, very specific to the students. So when you will be publishing a article, a research article or a review article in journals, so what kind of journal will you select? Now, in your, this in the era of, Google and so many things, there are various, you have to distinguish between what is the fake journal and what is a refereed journal, a peer-reviewed journal. So there are hundreds of predatory and fake journals, but you have to identify those. So today in this video, I will be showing you first to select your journals for your papers, for publication of your papers in your reputed journals which are indexed. In this particular era of research, we basically focus on the very, very important part of publishing in index journal. All indexing are not accepted globally. So there are few indexing which are accepted globally, including your Scopus indexing, Web of Science, or we call it Clarivate Analytics. There is nothing called Publon nowadays, because in many journal you get to see Publon. Publon, all this Publon, then Thomson Reuters, these are all actually taken up by Clarivate, and we have only one, that is your Clarivate, which is your Web of Science indexing. And it's a very reputed indexing. And another indexing is there, that is your PubMed indexing. So let me first tell you that how to search a journal. So as you get to see that you just type in your Google that Scopus or scopus.com, right? So I have entered through my own account, but without entering your account, or you can also register to in Scopus as an author. By registering, you will get to see that sign in, login. So you have first registered, and then you will be given a user ID and password, and you have to log in into the Scopus. So you get to see that you can search your sources. Suppose you want to publish a journal. Now, you don't know that whether the journal is actually indexed in Scopus. So, I am typing, so I can go by title, publisher, ISSN number. Title means the name of the journal. You can directly type the name of the journal. Then comes publisher. What is publisher? Publisher means like Elsevier. You have heard about that from your professors, that publish in Elsevier journal. So Elsevier is a publisher. Springer is a publisher. Taylor Francis is a publisher. So these are basically publisher. And for every journal, you have ISSN number. Like in book chapters in a book, you have ISBN number. Like that in a journal, you have ISSN number. So you have to just enter your title. 3 biotech. You get to see that this 3 biotech. You find source. Once you find source, you get to see that this is your 3 biotech. 3 biotech is the publisher is Springer Nature. The ISSN number is given. You know that this is the ISSN number. One is EISSN number and another is print ISSN number. That means you also get the journal in printed format as well as you get it online. So you have EISSN number. And it is currently covered in Scopus from 2014 to 2024. Already it is there, but it will be again renewed for next sets of years if the journal maintains quality. Now, this 3 biotech If you want to see that whether this journal is actually publishing quality papers, you just click on Scopus content coverage. See the Scopus content coverage. What is this? These are basically every year the total number of papers which are actually submitted to or accepted and published by this journal are directly transferred to Scopus for indexing. Now, you get to see that for 2024, it is only 181 documents. It's reduced. Maybe that the total number of documents, out of the total number of documents, some documents are not up to the mark, and that's why that is not indexed by Scopus. So, you know that there is another important thing which I want to discuss over here. That is, suppose a journal is Scopus index. But whether your paper is indexed in Scopus or not, that is also a very big question. Because it is a database. Your paper is there in the database or not. The journal may be indexed in Scopus. Because you know that every year they send papers, and out of all those papers, few papers are actually selected for indexing in Scopus. All papers doesn't suits or up to the mark for indexing in Scopus, and such papers are basically, they are a part of a Scopus index journal, but they are not indexed in the Scopus. And if you go into the author search, when you go into the author search and write your last name and first name and your affiliation and search, you get to see that all the documents which you have communicated or published in a Scopus index journal is visible from this particular website or not. So only those papers which are visible are actually indexed in Scopus. So that is my first point for Scopus. Another important thing, that is a very, very important point, that how will you find out the Scopus indexed journal? So for finding out the Scopus index journal, please see, this is download Scopus source list. So you can directly download the Scopus source list. So this is a list which is basically comprising of the titles which are there as well as the title which are discontinued. So you will get an exact picture of all the different kind of your journals which are still indexed in the Scopus. So I have downloaded already, and you get to see that accepted titles in May 2024. These are the accepted titles in May 2024. These are the discontinued titles. So you can get an easy picture that these are the titles which are discontinued. So we cannot go with it. Anyways, so moving on to Web of Science. So this is another, very, very reputed database, your indexing partner, or it's a database. But here the only difficulty is that you don't get a list. Like Scopus is giving a list which is discontinued, which is there. But here you have to find out a journal, like Journal of Clinical and Diagnostic Research. So whether this journal is claiming, if you go to the journal claims that it is a part of the Clarivate Analytics. So whether it is there in the Clarivate Analytics or not, so that need to be understood. So you search the journal. So as you search the journal, you get to see, yes, it is there in the Clarivate Analytics. It is showing the Journal of Clinical and Diagnostic Research over here, like emerging source ESCI. I will later in my video will also talk about ESCI expanded. What is ESCI, right? Then what are the type of impact factor, like what is JCR impact factor? So all these things I will be discussing in my later videos. Now, so this is basically by which the only problem over here is that you don't get a list. You just have to go to the journal, search the journals. And if it is a Web of Science journal, if it claims, you just recheck from it that whether it is in the Web of Science or not. Then another important thing is you want to match your manuscript. That means what? You want to find suitable journal for publication of your paper, because you have thought that this can be a part of this journal, but the journal may say that it is out of scope. So you just paste your title and paste your abstract, and you just click on the Find Journal button. They will give you a total match from 99.99% match to 10% match. 99.99% match means it is closest to your abstract, and the acceptance rate, if the technicality of the paper is correct, then your acceptability is very, very high. So you can go through this manuscript matcher, right? So similarly, Elsevier is also having the same Elsevier journal search, where again you go and just paste your abstract and they will give you the different types of Elsevier journals. Mind it, students, Elsevier journal which says that supports open access means that without any kind of payment, without any kind of article processing charge, you can publish your paper, but it will not be open access. It will not be available. Only after subscription it will be available. And if it is written on the journal open access and giving a APC, then it is fully open access and you have to pay the whole charge while publication of your manuscript. So try to find out and differentiate the journals in terms of APC, article processing charge, because most of the Elsevier journals are free. They support open access. There are two ways by which you can publish. You can give a money and make it open access, or you do not give money. You pay, you just publish free, but it will not be, just the abstract will be available openly, but other parts will not be available. It will only be available after subscription. Moving on to the third part, that is, this is a very important question, because nowadays due to the importance of the quality of the research, you also have to have a quality publication. So this is your UGC care. So you just, students, you just take this particular website. You just note this website. I'm highlighting this website. Directly from this website, you know that they have even given you alerts of the clone journals. That's a very important thing. We are talking of predatory fake journals, clone journals. Those have no existence. These papers will never be indexed in Google Scholar, never be available online. But they have cloned the name of some reputed journals and everything from them, and they are asking for paper. Please don't fall prey of such kind of journals. So this is your UGC care list group 1. So UGC care list group 1 is the topmost journal, right? But the thing is that in this topmost journals also, some journals are both having indexing in Scopus and Web of Science. You understand, a journal which is indexed in both Scopus and Web of Science is a very, very good quality journal, right? So they will be in UGC Care 1. But for UGC to get this, you have to have a, you have to have a login ID and you have to log in. Though I am not getting logging in, I'm trying to log in. Okay, it has logged in, yes. So you get to see that you just select from here. Again, title, ISSN number, publisher, right? So I will go by title, right? And I will go by science, because I have papers in life sciences, so I will go by science. So but there are also humanities and many other papers as well, right? Means many other journals as well in UGC, because it is not just your biological science or physical science or mathematical science. You also have different other areas which is having a huge importance in the society. And this is your journal list. So you get to see that this is your journal list. Till 48, you have journals. 48 lists are there. That 480, right? You even have yoga, right? And you get to see that most of them are indexed in Scopus, and some they have said that discontinued for October 2020, discontinued from April 2022, and like that and so on. Now moving on to your type 2, UGC Care list 2. UGC Care list 2 do not select journals. See, in UGC Care list 1, there are many journals which are not indexed in Scopus or Web of Science, but they are a very reputed journal of a particular university, like BHU, Banaras Hindu University. So they also have some journals, and it's a very reputed and high quality journal, which is basically indexed in UGC Care 1, which has been enlisted in UGC Care 1. Whereas UGC Care lists 2 journals. You get to see that these are Web of Science, Arts Humanities, Science Citation Index Expand, and Social Science Citation Index. When you just click on it, it will directly go to the Web of Science, the page I have shown you. You just have to search the journal and you have to check that whether this particular journal is there in your Web of Science or not. All Web of Science index journals are in UGC Care too. All Scopus indexed journals are in your, all Scopus journals are in actually group 2, right? Even they have shown that delisted journals from group 2, they have shown that which journals have been delisted. That is, they are not in the list from group 2. Anyway, students, so from this, I am being able to give you an idea. Just I will come into the conclusion of everything, right? So these are some of the delisted journals from UGC Care 2. So only some journals have been delisted, you know, that Academy of Accounting and Finance, and only few journals are there. 1 page only, 10 journals they have delisted from the UGC Care list. Anyways, so I just want to come into the conclusion that when you are doing a research, when you have framed a work, you have implemented, you made a paper, right? You please, first you search in Elsevier, Springer, Taylor Francis, etc. Right? Though, you know, in Springer, you don't get any kind of, you know, journal finders, right? You just have to select one journal. If there is a rejection, they will give you some suggestion. But in Elsevier, it's not like that. In Web of Science, it's not like that. You can paste your abstract over there in the Elsevier and get all the journals, in Web of Science and get all the journals, right? So try, in a nutshell, I just want to conclude by few points that indexing, if you want your paper to be a part of your career, counting, it should count your career, please do publish in Web of Science, Scopus, or sometimes if it is not possible for Web of Science and Scopus, you are getting rejected again and again, you can go for even some in journals which are there in the PubMed, right? Then you have to meticulously search the journals but from the source list of the Scopus. If it is not possible, directly go to Elsevier, paste your Elsevier journal finder, paste your abstract, and you get your journals. If it is not possible, go to Web of Science, go make an account and put your title and abstract and search journals which are matching it, right? And then I have also told you that how to identify that which journal takes money. APC is there. Most of the open access journals are APC, having article processing charge. But many journals do not. Good journals do not have a article processing charge. So please do take these steps, follow these steps, right? While, because I'm not going to the impact factor now only, because first you search, you get to know that which journal is, you know, a referred journal and can count to your career, and which journal are just fake journals. If you're getting a mail that come and give your paper in this journal, please don't fall prey into those mail, because most of the journals are predatory journals. Predatory journal doesn't mean, please try to understand, I'm not trying to hit those journals which are not Web of Science or Scopus, right? They are also good journals. I'm not hitting them. But I'm trying to say that if the journal name is cloned, if the ISSN number is cloned, actual journal is there in the Scopus or Web of Science, but that has been cloned and another journal has been made, right? So don't go with those journals, because your paper will be nowhere, because that database will never be available online. So that's my point. I'm not targeting those journals which are not Web of Science or Scopus, because other indexings are also good, and those journals are actually not fake or predatory journals. They are also realistic journals. The only thing is that the research fraternity accepts globally your indexing of Scopus, Web of Science, and PubMed. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you.